might say, people are too little or they're not strong enough. No way. There's people 5, 6, 7 years old here that can do this. It's just a matter of muscle memory. I know it feels easier sometimes to make a bigger swing and to go back and to muscle it and da-da-da. And even if you see some people on TV do a certain thing, believe me, that doesn't mean it's right. Just because they're a pro or whatever. There's a lot of mistakes out there on the tour also. Okay, but there's an optimal way. And some of the best forehands in the world, okay, some of the best ATP forehands in the world, they do it 100% like I'm showing you. But we're not telling you to do it because those guys do it. Even though that would be a good reason. We're telling you to do it because it's the most efficient way to hit the ball. So here's what we want you to do. Once again, the ball comes over. You make a unit turn. Keep the left hand on. We want space. If you have space, you have a shot. Okay, look where the racket is. There's a 90-degree angle parallel. Now from there, what do you do?
Tap the dog.
Tap the dog. Where's the dog?
Okay.
I know he's right there. Where's right there? Right where? Okay, he's at a diagonal. What I mean, look, that would be too short. The dog's not over there. It has to be at a diagonal. Because then when you pull towards the ball, look where the racket's going to go. You pull it, it's all physics. The racket goes down and back. It goes, and it hits the slot, okay, and the racket goes faster. That's the key. But what starts the stroke?
The take back, or is it?
This is important, but what?
Oh, your footwork.
Legs.
Yeah, if you got, watch this, the power on every shot, forehand, backhand, serve, volley, overhead, the power starts from the ground up. What I mean by that, every time you hit the ball, the power starts from the ground up. What you're going to do is this. You got to be in a position where you're loaded. What we mean by that, you have to be down before you start to stroke. So the legs are bent, then you come up with the legs and turn the hip. That starts everything. And then it all transfers to your upper body, and then the stroke, which we're showing you. The mechanics of the strokes, which I'm showing you. But, so you have to be a little lower. You have to be in what we call a loaded position. Your legs come up and your hips go. The faster you can do that movement, the faster the racket's going to flip. The racket's going to go down and back faster when you do this. So, if you don't bend, it's tough to do this stroke also. You have to be in a loaded position. That means you have to be in this position. All right? Your legs come up and hips. That starts the engine. So even though we're talking the mechanics of the stroke, the power starts from the ground. Your legs come up and your hips go. One more time. Recap. Here comes the ball. You take it back with your shoulders. The left hand's on. You take it all the way back and you get a 90-degree angle. Okay? The forearms parallel to the baseline. Your strings are facing that way. From this position, you go to the outside and tap the dog. There's the dog. The dog's not here. He's not there. You're going to tap the dog. The racket's not like that, right? The strings are this. This is how you tap the dog. Why would that be wrong?
Because then you have to like
there's no juice, okay? Remember what I said, biomechanically, when the racket head is above the wrist, when you pull it, it goes faster. It's just the way it is. Not that you can't do it another way. We're not saying you couldn't do it another way. I'm just saying there's a better way. So when you pull it, when you see all these guys pull it, they come out of the loop, they pull it. Now, they pull it when it's above. They don't pull it when the racket's like that. You might see that at the club level where they put the racket down and just go like that. And there's no juice. It's this. It's that. They pull it when the racket head's above. So, A, B, now I'm going to drive my leg and hip. I pull the racket towards the ball. It goes, ch, ch. Now look where my elbow's coming from. Then at the end, what do I do?
Like a doorknob.
You roll. Now watch this. If I did the other stroke, where the elbow's in, look, the racket goes this way. Look where my elbow's coming from. Okay, I got to come around the body. The elbow comes back in. Look where the racket's coming. Look where my elbow comes from on this stroke. Look where it comes from on that stroke. I mean, there's that much of a difference. And and some of these guys on the tour, they just figured it out. The speed of the game is so fast. There's so much spin. They want to hit the ball on the rise. It's really, they've had to modify everything just out of survival. And if a lot of them were close to doing this the way they were taught, it became a weapon.